I am Aubrey Saxton. I own and operate Saxy Chef LLC right here in Keene. I've been in business since 2008, so I'm going on like 16 or 17 years now. We've been in this location for 4 years. Just now, this week is our anniversary here at 310. For the first 7 years, I rented a shared use kitchen. Had to put all my stuff away at the end of every night. In 2014, I moved to my own bakery. That was in Antrim, New Hampshire. And then about 7 years after that, we moved here. So we've been doing fresh baked pies. Last year we built a giant walk-in freezer, aiming to distribute the pies nationwide. That is the goal, is to get Saxy Chef all across America. Right now we still do the fresh baked. For local deliveries, we do a little bit of baked distribution. So we have a local route. I have a delivery person. She drives around, and that is all fresh baked product. Our biggest customer is the Monadnock Food Co-op here in Keene. They carry a huge amount of our stuff all the time and have since they opened. We go to Brattleboro, we go up to Hanover and Lebanon. We go down to Greenfield occasionally. We go over to Peterborough and Temple with all fresh baked stuff. My family, they're all cooks. My aunt was a professional chef. I've always loved it. So when I was in high school, I was in the culinary arts program at the Cheshire Career Center. I knew I wanted to go to culinary school, and I did do that. And then my culinary school is the best of all the culinary schools, the Culinary Institute of America. So one thing I remember from there is the first bite you take is always the best bite, right? And you want every bite to be that good. So outside of work, I do a lot of work because my husband is also an entrepreneur and my best friends are also entrepreneurs. We do a lot of house projects. We just bought our house 2.5 years ago and are in the process of completely taking it apart and bulldozing the yard every 6 months. And both of our dogs are not other dog kind of dogs. So not that kind of like going on a hike where we would see other dogs. So my husband and I just got married in August. We took a whole day off from work and went up to Freedom, New Hampshire and got married. The dogs were there, of course, and just our closest family and friends. So I met Sonia last year donating a gift basket, I think, to the raffle. And she asked me if I would consider it. And I love dancing. So I said, I absolutely would love to, but please have an alternate because I am terrible at dancing. And she just said, no, you'll be fine. And I asked her again this year if she would have a backup plan for if I can't do it. And she said, no, you'll be fine. So my partner is Toby Towsley. He's been a part of this for several years. He's very good. He pretty much taught me our whole routine. We practice pretty much every day, and we're doing really well. It's a lot of fun. I have been going to practices for the second act. They're super fun. I'm very excited to be part of that.
It's going really well. Today is our second lesson, and we are crushing it, totally. So
she's eager to learn. She's doing quite well. She's got the beat going down, so.
We have an awesome song, so that's really helpful. And Toby's really great also.
Thank you.
And now dancing the cha-cha, Aubrey Saxton with Toby Towsley.
My name's Erin Dallas-Patch, and I serve as the Director of People Operations at Cedar Crest in Keene, New Hampshire. I oversee and support the organization's human resource functions and lead with a strong people-first focus. Our employees do an incredible job caring for those who live at Cedar Crest and visit here. So I believe it's my responsibility to care just as intentionally for them. So the kids here get to enjoy lots of different community activities. We have organizations such as NHDI who incorporate our children into the routine, into the performance. Some of the kids even got to go out and see the recent Lions Club production of Mary Poppins. It was a wonderful event. They all enjoyed it. When I received the invitation to participate in Dancing with the Keene Stars, my first reaction was, oh, Sue. It felt exactly like something she would do. What I didn't expect was learning she wasn't the only employee who nominated me this year. Seeing the excitement from Sue and Christina made saying yes that much easier. So when I first met my partner, Matt, it was a little nerve-wracking because I didn't know anything about him. It's an honor to be selected, but an even greater honor knowing I was nominated by the team I care so deeply about. Outside of work, one of the things that's very important to me is field hockey. I grew up living and breathing field hockey, and it remains one of my greatest passions. I love developing young players and watching their confidence and love for the game grow. Coaching at Keene Middle School and running the Work Hard, Play Hard field hockey program bring me so much joy. My daughters Tia and Rhiannon both have developed love for the sport as well. Some of my favorite moments are the simple ones, standing on the sidelines together, watching a game on TV, or heading out to the field, just as I did with my mom growing up. As a family, we love being outdoors, camping, going to the ocean, hiking. Nothing beats time together. My husband, Craig, supports all of my ambitious ideas with a steady encouragement. We enjoy time on the golf course, traveling, and simply being together. And then there's Matt, creative, patient, and encouraging. He has been an incredible partner, especially for someone who has never danced before. He never gets frustrated when I forget a step and is always quick to celebrate when I get a move just right. I truly couldn't have asked for a better partner.
She's great. I can't believe it. She's got that athleticism, which turns this into a really fun dance for us together.
Yeah, once I can remember my steps, it'll be even better.
And now dancing the rumba, Aaron Dallas Patch with Matt Peak.
My name is Jay Haston. I'm the president and CEO at Cedar Crest Center in Keene. I've been in this role nearly 5 years. As the administrator at Cedar Crest, I supervise the team. I make sure they have what they need to be really successful in their roles. My job is a lot about putting the staff in a good position to provide exceptional care to the kids. Cedar Crest is a pediatric post-acute facility for kids who have complex medical and developmental needs. We are licensed for 28 beds. We generally use 27 of those. The 28th is for emergencies. And right now we are fully occupied. In addition to being a home, we're also a school, and we are fully occupied in our school. We are really grateful to the Keene community and to New Hampshire more broadly for caring so deeply about these kids. The best way to learn more about Cedar Crest is at cedarcrestcenter.org. I was set up to participate in Dancing with the Keene Stars by a couple of co-conspirators at Cedar Crest. I was not aware that my name had been put in for consideration. I am thrilled to go so far out of my comfort zone to support a good cause. So outside of work, the most important thing to me are my two kids, Isla and Bear. We spend a lot of time together. We have a lot of fun together. There was nothing more important to me. Their mother, Mick, my ex-wife, is a dear friend and an incredible co-parent, and we do lots of fun and interesting things with the kids and for the kids. My friends tease me sometimes that all of my hobbies are work adjacent. I teach classes in the doctoral program at Northeastern on occasion. That's the program I went through. I also do nonprofit accreditation surveys for an organization called CARF, the Commission on Accreditation of Rehab Facilities. I do like to vacation. My girlfriend Jen and I like to plan trips to interesting places. We recently went to Omaha in November because they have the top-rated zoo in the country. When I was younger, I played in a pop band. Folks sometimes notice that I have gauges in my ears, holes in the earlobe. I played a couple seasons of semi-professional football after college. My colleague Erin also happens to be in Dancing with the Keene Stars, and there is a little bit of friendly competition. There is a bit of who's going to show up better for Cedar Crest and in the competition. My partner is Pam, and she is incredible. She is so patient. I have learned a ton, and it has been really fun to learn from Pam. And to see some of the building blocks. You know, we spent one of our sessions working a lot on posture, and then a few weeks later, that work on posture became movement and shaping that really took our piece to another level.
Yeah, it's going really, really well. He's picking up the steps very quickly. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
We're going to ham it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that'll be fun.
Maybe a little showy.
A little showy. We like showy.
And now dancing the tango Paso Doble, Jay Haston with Pam Clough.
My name is Jenny McKay. I am one of 3 assistant principals here at Keene High School. I have Blue House, which is students with the last names N through Z. When people think about assistant principals, they're really thinking about, oh, you're just dealing with discipline all day, but there's a lot more that goes into the job. Yes, I am doing discipline a lot of the day, but I'm also working with staff and supporting kids, helping them navigate who they might need help with. I have kids who come in here when they're just upset and they need somebody to talk to. And a big part of what I've been working on here is the Restorative Learning Center, which is traditionally what we would all think of as in-school suspension. We really revamped it to be more of a space for kids to learn about their behavior and how it impacted others. And they do a whole reflection sheet when they get in there. AJ actually gives them an assignment to work on. And then a counselor goes in every day and they talk about, what did I learn from being in here? Because the reality is just sitting in a room all day isn't going to change behavior, but if kids can understand their impact, we're seeing a decline in a lot of the behaviors. Because they're like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. When I started here 3 years ago and realized that we didn't have a lacrosse feeder program, there wasn't a program at the middle school. So instead of helping out with the high school girls, I pushed to start a middle school girls lacrosse club. And so now we're in our 3rd season and the girls just take the bus from the middle school. We do practices here. Last year we had our first year with actual games. And so I'm hoping to just keep building on that. Sonia messaged me and I was actually really excited. I instantly responded, yes, absolutely, I would love to. It's always been something I thought was a cool fundraiser, so I was excited to actually be a part of it. Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. So outside of work, my family is the most important thing, and my friends. This here is my husband. We've been married for almost 14 years. We met working at Elm City. And then here is my son and daughter. My daughter is 14. She's an 8th grader at Keene Middle School, so she'll be at the high school next year. And my son is 10 and he's in 5th grade, so he'll be going on to the middle school next year. Some of the stuff we like to do together is go on trips. So for Thanksgiving this year, we went and visited family, got to go to the Macy's Day Parade. We've gone to SeaWorld and took my parents for their 60th birthday. So we really like to travel, make memories. That's like an important gift that we like to give ourselves and our family. We like to go snowboarding pretty much every weekend if we can. I also really like to stay active and I often work out. Now I've been going to Form 603 in the mornings just to try to get my mind set and ready for the day. So it's a great way to start my day. My partner's Artie Knowles. I know he is somebody who's been doing this for a while. We are having fun. The song is fast. So we have 2 practices this week, hopefully get it all solidified. And I'm just excited to show everybody what we've come up with.
It's going well. We're having a lot of fun. It's fun to just learn new dance moves and try to figure out how to make them go into the dance.
Yeah, it's worked out really well. She's a natural, so I'm just following the lead and everything's going pretty well.
And now dancing the salsa, Jenny McKay with Artie Knowles.
My name's Chris Klein. I'm an occupational therapist. I've worked as an occupational therapist for 25 years and have been a part of the Monadnock School District for 20 years. I work with kids with special needs, mostly on a lot of their fine motor skills, handwriting, cutting, use of their pencil, sensory integration or sensory processing. This is my principal, Lori Stevens, and she actually won the New Hampshire Principal of the Year award a few years ago. Everybody loves her, and this is her dog, Otis, who is now our mascot. He is now driving around the halls from time to time. This student is a student that I've worked with for a long time. His name is Max. He's been working on a lot of fine motor skills for a very long time. He is excelling and doing wonderful things. Today we are swinging on a therapy swing. This is good for working on motor skills. I had taught Max several years ago how to tie his shoes, and I remember him being able to tie his shoes for the first time and contacting his mother, and his mother went straight out and bought him some shoes. And I remember her posting on Facebook a picture of him, and he just had the biggest smile. Well, outside of work, I think what's most important to me are my kids. They're both very independent now. My daughter, my son, my ex-wife, my father-in-law, mother-in-law. So my daughter is McKenna Klein, and she is 21 years old. She is a student at Plymouth State University, and she is studying medical device sales. She and I have been DJing the Keene High proms for the past few years. My son, Keenan Klein, he is 18 and is a senior at Keene High and is looking to be an engineer. My band, Version 6, we are just recently reforming it. We've only had 2 gigs so far, but have been pleasantly surprised with incredible crowds. So I'm also a DJ. I've been DJing for 21 years. I do primarily weddings, bar and bat mitzvahs, school dances. My cat, Frisco, he likes to sport his 80s gear. I was initially approached by Artie, who is my neighbor. He got in touch with Sonia and said, hey, Chris would be a great star. My now ex-wife had done this several years ago, and I watched how much fun they had. So my partner is Colleen Berry. She is a delightful lady, and she's funny, and she's energetic, and she is an incredible dancer.
Having a good time, just trying to cognitively get things together with my feet.
Oh, you have nothing to worry about. He's doing a great job. We are doing a cha-cha, and Chris is going to win it.
Oh, well, maybe. Hope so.
And now dancing the cha-cha, Chris Klein with Colleen Berry.
My name is Matt Kupczynski, and at the moment I am mostly retired. I'm working part-time for the city, probably till about July. And my focus with the city has been very special projects the past couple of years, with an emphasis right now on housing and housing issues. And those housing issues are twofold. How to stimulate housing within the city itself, looking at funding streams, looking at regulations, trying to connect people to other people, various projects like that. In times past, I've been involved with some straight economic development, including managing the process by which we rewrote the zoning code. Prior to that, most of what I've done for the city has been special projects. I managed the construction project where the SuperValue warehouse became Public Works and became the police station and became the skating rink. I assisted quite a bit with the addition to the library, Heberton Hall Library. I finished up the fire station, so those are kind of my side projects. I ran facilities for a while for the city itself. Usually in the morning you can find me in Prime Roast meeting with somebody. We have little short meetings there, we drink some coffee, we talk about things that are important within the city, and a cup of coffee is probably a good relaxing way to have that meeting. When Richard asked me and Pam asked me if I would do Dancing with the Stars, of course I asked for a little bit of time to think about it. I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. The big thing that I needed to know was whether or not they would assist me in learning how to dance, because it's been a very, very long time since I was a dancer per se. As a matter of fact, Richard Nixon was president then. And I wanted to do honor to Richard and Pam, but also I wanted to be sure that I did the best I could for my partner, Bethany. What's important to me out of work, we're pretty avid gardeners. We keep a garden. I do grow orchids, although not as well as I used to. I'm going to have to step up my game there to get them back where they belong, missing some of the ones that have died out through the years. What's important to me is spending as much time as I can with my wife and my children and my grandchildren. I have an almost teenage granddaughter who's very much into ice skating. I spend a lot of time with one grandchild that lives in Marlow. So this is a photo of me and my wife. Southern Freehold Regional High School, 1970 senior prom. My daughter and my wife are very much involved with ponies and horses. Between them, they own 3. A lot of their time is spent taking care of horses, going to horse shows, and things like that. My partner, Bethany, and she's been very good to work with. She's given me quite a bit of time, and she's been giving me quite a bit of grace because I'm a bit of a lummox still. So it's been an interesting journey. we're actually practicing together twice a week to hopefully do the best we can in this dance. At the moment, we're planning to do the bachata, which is a Dominican dance, so that'll be very interesting. But it should be an interesting combination.
So he's doing awesome. I actually scoped him out in a dance fitness class before he knew he was my partner, and I knew I had a ringer, so.
Yeah, doing good. She's doing good.
He's awesome.
Now dancing the bachata rumba, Med Kapinski with Bethany Ratliff.
My name is Shannon Amlaw, and I'm a local portrait photographer, mother, and dog lover. A Keene native, I graduated from Keene High in 1992. What I love about the kind of work I do is empowering women of all ages to love themselves and be proud of themselves, to see themselves in the way other people see them. Women come to us for various reasons. They come for their significant other. They come here for themselves. Our goal here is to bring out every woman's inner goddess. My passion for photography began in childhood. After high school, I worked at Cheshire Color, a custom lab in Keene. This experience encouraged me to start offering family portraits, senior portraits, weddings, and other events. In '96, I went on to work for McGrath Studios, traveling all over the East Coast, photographing students at many different colleges, all the way down to Tallahassee, Florida. In 1998, I began working at the Mountain, where I met my late husband, Matt. In 2019, I opened my first ever boudoir photography studio on Washington Street in Keene. In 2020, my father, who had Alzheimer's, moved in with our family into our home so I could take care of him during his last stages in life. In July of 22, my dad passed away, and then 14 days after that, we tragically lost my husband Matthew to an unexpected case of COVID-19. Slowly we tried to pick up our pieces. Living with grief like that is an interesting journey, realizing you truly only live once. In early 2023, I reconnected with an old friend from middle school. His name is Andy, and he has helped me rebuild my life after losing my husband Matt. When Sonia contacted me, I was absolutely shocked. I had to reread the message several times. After discussing my fears and concerns with Sonia, I pulled up my big girl pants and continued on with my mantra of you only live once and how everything happens for a reason. Outside of photography, my family and animals mean the world to me. Since we lost Matt, I've taught both our girls how to drive. We've navigated high school, graduated, and now looking forward to bright futures and fulfilling careers. I have 2 dogs, Ruth and Ranger, and 2 kitties, Pesky and Rocky. Staying fit is important to me too. Having an active life is key. In the winter, I enjoy performing with the Lions Club, and when not on stage, I enjoy both cross-country and alpine skiing. In the warmer months, golfing, running, long walks with my dogs, and cycling too. I couldn't be luckier to have Rich Clough as my dance partner. His talent is immense. Both Pam and Rich have a style of teaching that makes learning new steps so easy. I am working on my tango and all the things that come with it. I am getting a lot of positive feedback, which is extremely helpful in keeping my confidence up.
It's going pretty good so far. This is our second lesson. So the video's a little bit of a cheat because she's a little further ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Okay,
so
I don't feel like I'm further ahead. So
are you having fun yet?
I am having so much fun.
Excellent.
And now dancing the tango, Shannon Amlaw with Rich Clough.
My name is Todd Rogers. I'm born and raised in Keene, and I've been a self-employed contractor for the last 35 years and self-taught. So my clients and customers are almost solely homeowners. Can't really afford, the high price of the world around us. And so I'm very reasonable and flexible and like to work within the means that they're capable of. Typically, I'm a design builder. So I come in and figure out what the problems are that they're explaining and the best way to fixing it. One of my lifelong aspirations and goal of life was to create a transitional workforce program, helping troubled youth, homeless, recovering addicts do work therapy with a sober workhouse. And I've helped many people get off the street. So when they reached out to me because I was recommended by one of their past stars, Sarah Rosa, as I said, I'm pretty well known in the community. She's like, you'd be perfect. And when I talked to Sonia, I was like, well, can I give you an answer in a couple days? And literally, I had like 45 minutes to think about it. And I was like, well, we kind of need to know. And I'm like, I'm doing it. Outside of work, I've got a wonderful family and 3 amazing pushy sisters and a very strong mother. My youngest daughter, Nina. Nina is 27. This is the twins. So that's Miles and Vivian. They just turned 1. There's the 3, Alex, Vivian, and Miles. And this is my oldest, Casey. We live together. Yeah, very, very sweet and confident. I got one with all of us. And this is my girlfriend, Kelly Fontaine. That's me in the military. I joined when we were in Desert Storm. I was in the mechanized infantry. My brother got killed in a car accident. That's him. He died when I was 21. He was going to be 25. It was one of those moments that basically said, ouch. So I've been up at this site for a few years now, and for at least the last 20 years I've been collecting and building a dream of helping people and having things that would help them. This space up here holds all of it. And so I just wanted to mix semi-retired professionals that still want to do something to teach somebody that was on their wrong path. So they need a second chance location to become trusted again, recommended to another company because everybody is trying to hire somebody. But nobody's got time to retool them. The only thing I want to do is this. I actually have run for city council twice, and I probably will again. Our city is in desperate need of a sober workhouse and a sober work program. So my partner is Shauna Stack, and she's absolutely amazing. She's been in the limelight as a musician, lead singer on the radio, and has been doing Dancing with the Stars for quite a few times. So she's helped me in a lot of ways in being comfortable and leading some of the way to kind of guide me down the line.
It's going really good. It's our second set, and kind of really liking it.
Yeah, we're showing off Todd's dancing skills, and he is quite the expert at
Freelance dancing.
Freelance dancing. He's out there every weekend dancing in the clubs.
This is my first choreographed dancing, so it should be interesting.
It's going to be fabulous.
And now dancing the bachata, Todd Rogers with Shauna Davis.